Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager 4 stream. My name is Adam. I am the Community Manager of Franchise Hockey. With me as always is FHM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey everybody.
And we are back with the 2019-2020 Florida Panthers series. If this is your first time tuning in, this is I think about episode 11 now. We started this game off in 2017 and we did horrible. We got the first overall pick, took Rasmus Dahlin, and he wouldn't come over, and so the 2018-2019 season was even worse than the first season. We're now into
I think we got the two worst full seasons in Panthers history.
Yes. And so we're
turning it around now.
Into November, and we are 9-7-1 for 19 points in the NHL. We're currently holding on a 6th slot in the Eastern Conference, and things are looking up. So hello to those of you in the chat who tuned out to come watch us. Let's take a quick look at our team as a quick refresher. You can see right now we have Connor Hellebuck in net because he's our goalie in every single stream that we do, because I don't know why, that's just how it happens. Thatcher Demko's backing him up.
Has nothing to do with him being the Jets goalie.
Honestly, it doesn't at this point. I swear it's not on purpose. Yeah. It's just how it's shaken out.
I believe you.
Hey, I wasn't the one who brought it up. You brought up to trade for him the last time. So you can see Rasmus Dahlin came over and he's starting to play. He's got 3 assists through 17 games. We managed to grab Will Butcher on waivers, and that was actually a really good pickup for us. Just before the season started, we grabbed Mark Mathot, who's just come in and been a solid defensive player. Calvin DeHaan has unfortunately dropped to 2 stars, which has been kind of disappointing. And then we have John Carlson, who was our free agent signing a year or two ago, and of course Captain Aaron Ekblad. Our offense is more scary since we have Jason Dixon playing 7 points in 17 games, but he was a 1.5 star guy we signed, and he's kind of taken off and might actually do something. We brought in Johnny Gaudreau, who's got 19 points in 17 games. Jonathan Huberdeau, 9 points in 17 games. That's a little disappointing. We picked up Nick Suzuki from Vegas. I don't remember who we got him from Vegas for. So I will click on his name. And of course, my game just crashed. All right. Because we were just talking about this off screen, Jeff, so of course that would happen.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you were just trying to get to.
Just tried clicking on Nick
the
Suzuki.
transaction screen? Or?
Yeah, I was on the roster screen and was just trying to click to see his player profile. So let's get this loaded in again here. Sorry about that. And Metal87 in the chat says, I just started a new Sabres franchise last night due to the update. Pens put Eric Branson on waivers, so I was able to nab him. Alright, not a bad start. Although taking over Buffalo, you're trying to have some really hard goes. Alright, so let's try this again. I'm going to click on Nick Suzuki and see if the same thing happens. So Nick Suzuki has 6 points in 17 games. Click on his name, and this time it's fine. Alright, so we got him by trading away Thomas Yurko, right, and the rights to Andrew Kopp and Backman, and a 5th and a 7th. That's right, so that was a big steal for us. And we also signed Jordan Eberle, brought him along. Owen Tippett's starting to come, although it'd be nice if he put up a few more points. Overall, we're not bad. Now, this is with our new update, so the update came out... When did it come out, Jeff?
That was just out on Tuesday. Well, actually, I mean, we started the game well before the update. This is actually, a couple of updates back?
Yeah.
But some of the features of the update, you'll be able to see it in this one.
Yes. And so we've already went over one of them, but it's still good for us to go take a look, is our tactics screen. And we're playing the Tarasov system and the 2-3 system on defense. And we can see, Tarasov system, our suitability is 5 and our familiarity is 5, which is part of the reason probably why we're doing well.
Yep, finally settled into something that works.
Yes. And that's something new, of course, the suitability, so you can see what your team would be good at. And defensive, again, same thing. We're playing 2-3 system. Our suitability is high for that. So we might as well play what we're good at. And we don't really want to play conservative traditional, I think. So we got a little bit of a hot goalie. We got a game versus Minnesota here. We're just kind of going to go right through this and sim it out just to see that we actually lose because we give up 47 shots on net. Lose 7-2. That is a rough game. Dowlin has a bad game. Jared McCann has a bad game. So right now I'm thinking we might want to consider looking to make a big splash move. I mean, as we talked about,
maybe a little early in the season for that. But
well, here my reason here, Jeff. We know this game was started before we got some of the later roster updates, so the players coming in the next draft are not very good. I believe the top guy we're looking at is actually only ranked to be 4 stars. So what I'm thinking is, if we could pry somebody really good away, it might be worth us thinking about making that move.
Could be, yep.
But I don't know who we should target.
Right now we're not getting much secondary scoring, so I don't know, second line forward possibly.
Yeah, so our current strategies...
I mean, we could use a Suzuki eventually. Will probably be our second line center, but right now we got Trocheck there, and that's not exactly a great option.
Well, should we move Suzuki up? I mean, he is...
You could do that, but I mean, he's not going to produce a lot more than what Trocheck's doing right now.
Yeah. What if we tried finding, I don't know, somebody else? I kind of like to move Jared McCann, to be honest. He's not really scoring for us. We'll take a look at who's going to be a free agent at the end of the year, because that might be the easiest way to try and grab somebody out. And we lose again 5-2 to Columbus. So after going on a slight bit of a winning streak, we're just getting destroyed. Barkov gets you only 2 goals. And this game is sadly becoming very terrifying for us very quickly.
Just in the start of a road trip here. We got Detroit and the Rangers next. I don't think Detroit's doing that great right now, so that we should bounce back in this game. But the Rangers are actually first in the league right now, or second in the league, looks like. So that'll be a tough one. Right, we better be able to get at least 2 points out of this trip.
I'm going to put Thatcher Demko in net for this game versus Detroit. Summon out, and we win. Wow, we only allow 9 shots against, and we score 4 goals. Yeah. So
slightly better defensively this time.
Yes, we crush them defensively. I just got to check our ratings here. Geez, we still had some guys in the low 50s. There we go. Vincent Trocheck, 99 defensive game rating. I would say so. He just shut them down.
Yeah. So he may not be scoring, but pretty effective defensively.
Yeah, and that's okay. So if we could get another, like a right wing, left wing type guy, good goal scorer. And the Blackhawks beat the Predators 10-1. Ouch. Oh, apparently we take over international games right now. So that's interesting. We're going to be picking an international team because we are Team Slovakia. What international tournament would be going on?
What do you've got a... Are you managing an international team?
Yes, Team Slovakia we took over.
Oh, okay. That's Which one would they be right now?
They're playing Poland. Okay, just before we get to
Is that
their...
an Olympic qualifier, possibly?
Could be. Okay, so potential free agents. Austin Matthews is a potential free agent. Nick Backstrom, Nico Heeshire, Alex Petrangelo, Nolan Patrick. Wow, he did not have a very good season last year. Only 34 points in 82 games. Okay, just because I'm just curious if we could grab Austin Matthews.
It's pretty unlikely.
Well, just give me a chance here. So we need to give up a left winger. Oh, I'm just curious. How is a couple of our scoring guys? Oh, only 3 goals. Ouch. Never mind. Eggenberger only has 4 goals. Okay, those guys are not ready yet by any means. All right. Who was I talking about? I wanted to move Jared McCann. And if we throw in a first-round pick, and how about a second-round pick, and a third-round pick. If I throw in Jared McCann, our first, our second, our third, and our fourth next year, they will probably accept the offer from Austin Matthews. Thoughts?
Well, we'll see if they actually do it.
All right, we are going to make this offer then. Jeff said so. All right, so now we have a game and we're taking over Slovakia, so we need to go to our international menu. Find Slovakia. And we need to build the team, so we're going to look at possible players. We have a 13-year-old goalie. I think that would be a mistake to put him in this tournament.
Probably.
Who is our top-rated guy? Although everybody's E, so we really don't know how well they actually are, apparently. Give us our best ability. Okay. We have Julius Hudnak. Plays in the KHL. Not bad. And Brandislav Konrad, who plays in the Slovak League. And Dennis Godla, who plays in the SHL. Okay, we're going to take Hudlak. Add him. We need 3 goalies, I believe, right? Yeah, so might as well take the 3 best goalies we got. Alright, and then we're going to look at some defensemen. So we have Andres Mazaros. That's right. I said that right, correct? Mazaros? Yeah.
Yep.
Formerly of... Who did he play for?
Ottawa.
Right. I wanted to say the Rangers. Was he there?
Vancouver Giants. I don't think he was a... Don't remember him being a Ranger.
I'm literally just taking the best defenseman we got.
Ottawa, Tampa, Flyers, Bruins, Sabres.
Flyers. Flyers is probably the team I was thinking of. All right, so we have 7 defensemen. Should that be enough?
I maybe want to grab an 8th just to...
Then we're only going with 12 forwards. I think we better...
Yeah, go with the extra forward. Yeah.
Yeah, just in case. All right, so our team is not going to be that pretty. But it's some good experience for us, especially if we're not going to last very long. Highest ability players, we have 20-year-old Samuel Buke playing in the SML. Merrick Fidensky? Something like that. There's a name. Radovan Bondra. 6'5" guy. Merrick Hervik. Oops. Andre Statsny. Adam Liska. Martin Ridway. Eric Shook. Josh Marco. I'm just going to check my active roster here quickly.
And if you can, after you've got the roster set, just quickly go to the international menu, the drop down where it says World Cup. And I think if you go to Olympic qualification round, that'll be what this is. You can see what it looks like.
Okay, so I need probably at least one more center and a couple right wings. Oh man!
And I should note here that the ability scores you're seeing, since you're managing an NHL team, those are all relative to the NHL. So if you're actually seeing them from the perspective of, say, the Slovakia League, they'd be a lot higher.
Yeah. All right, so there we go. Grabbed our team. So let me just go to our strategy. And our team apparently can play any strategy. Maybe that's because it's blank.
Yeah, you need to have the lineup
Okay, yeah.
selected.
I have the lineup. It's still showing 5s for everybody.
No, so that must be a little bug with the international teams in the new system.
All right, so we're awesome at everything is what we know. So let's play...
Oh yeah, no, Phil Ludden's still doing it, huh?
Yeah, no, I filled it and...
No, that's probably a bug.
All right, we'll stick with what we know. We'll stick with the Tarasov system and the T3 system. The good news is we got a goalie who is on 5 fires, so that's always good to see. Ooh, one on forwards. Okay, maybe if we change to stay in your lanes. That looks better. Those are better numbers. Okay, we'll play very simple. So, standings. Okay, there was 2 Olympic qualification rounds, and that one's February. Okay, so it has to be this one. Why am I not seeing... No, this is not us, Jeff, because this is Estonia, Iceland, Romania, Australia, China, Netherlands, Serbia, Luxembourg.
Oh, try the Karjala Cup. Or no, Deutschland Cup. That's the one. I bet you that's it.
Deutschland, not Karjala. Okay, just before you do that, I'm going to check standings. Nope, not the Karjala. Deutschland Cup. There we go. Denmark, Poland, Germany, Slovakia.
Yeah.
Okay, so our team's built.
Sort
you
of
know, we got a hot
tournament.
We got a hot goalie. I kind of like this. We're just gonna sim the first game versus Poland. We should win this.
Yeah, we should be the favorites in this, really.
And we only give up 12 shots. They score 1 goal. We pile on 43 and score 4. Although there's no star player for us, apparently. Interesting. So maybe that's part of that issue coming around again. All right. Continue on. And because we're such an awesome coach, we just fly all around the world And we fly back to New York for our game tonight. And reaction from the Toronto Maple Leafs. They will make that deal, Jeff. They will make that deal.
What was the deal again?
Jared McCann, a first, a second, a third, and a fourth for Austin Matthews.
Well, at least a few months of Austin Matthews. You still have to re-sign him.
Well, he'd still be a restricted free agent.
Yeah.
It's only 22. I think we're going to complete that trade. Dun, dun, dun. So now we got to go back and look. Oh, no. Will Butcher got hurt. What happened? Bruised thumb. He's day-to-day. All right. So that with that, Mark Borwitzky gets back in. Replace with Borwitzky. And Austin Matthew now dresses. All right, so now we got to see how much Austin Matthew wants. We got lots of cap room. Austin Matthew is willing. Oh, well, that broke too. Austin Matthews is a restricted free agent currently making $0.
Did the trade go through already?
Yep. Well, we'll meet his demand for a 2-year extension at $8.1 million and offer it to him and submit. All right. So Austin Matthews is now on our team. We're just going to
need to set a number for him.
All right. Matthews. We're going to change his jersey number to number 77. I do this. Okay, so Austin Matthews is now leading our number 1 line. He is. So it's Goudreau, Matthew, Tippett, followed by Huberdeau, Barkov, Trocheck, Dixon, Suzuki, Eberle, Borkstrand, Villardi, Bukestad. I'm okay with that. And just gives us a little more balance on defense. All right, game versus the Rangers here. Let's see if Austin Matthews can make a difference, and he doesn't. We lose 5-0 in Austin Matthews' first game. Fantastic. Good Creative in the chat says, "Oh boy, wow, that's a beating." How did Matthews play in his first game? 62 offensive game rating, 50 defensive game rating. Was a -3 with only 1 shot on goal, 2 missed shots, 1 block shot, 1 hit, 1 takeaway. Well, oh, and apparently we flew back across the ocean to play against Denmark and Slovakia. So awesome for us. Play this game out and sim it out, and we lose. We lose 5-2 to Denmark. Interesting. Austin Matthews has signed his extension, so he's with us for at least 2 more years. And game versus Philadelphia. Put Demko in net again. Sim it out, and we win again with Demko in net. He blanks the Philadelphia Flyers, who are 9-10-2 now. And that moves us back above 500. Austin Matthews picks up his first point and assist on a first period goal on the power play. Excellent. Alright, so we have a game versus Germany, who is ranked number 10. The goalie lost one fire, actually. Disappointing. Sim the game out, and we win again. 5-1 win over Germany. Awesome. That's what you like to see. And Kevin Shattenkirk has torn his abdominal muscle and he's gone for 4 months. Will Butcher isn't quite ready to play. And we got a game versus Winnipeg. Winnipeg is 15-4 and 1 for 31 points. Well, they got to be very close to the top of the Western Division's Western Conference. 1 point behind Chicago. All right. So we'll play this game out here, actually. Put Hellebuck in net. Hellebuck's kind of killing me with his .873 save percentage. Boy, that's bad. And Hellebuck gives up the first goal to Sonny Nico. Less than 2 minutes in. And he scored a tied up 1-1. And 1-1 after 1. We're getting outmaneuvered in every single category, which is not very good. Which makes me wonder if maybe...
It's not a huge advantage, though. They're all pretty close.
Yeah. Well, except for their power play over our penalty kill.
Yeah.
I wonder if adding Austin Matthews, if we need to check our tactics. And we take a 2-1 lead just into the end of the second period. Trouba ties it up, 2-2. We take the lead. Just over 5 minutes left. And then Hellebuck lets another goal in to make it 2-3. Hellebuck lets in a late one, 2 minutes left. And we lose the game because of that. Hellebuck. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Well, Butcher is almost 100%. That's good. Just gonna take a look at our strategies here. Terrasaw system still makes sense. 2-3 system still makes sense. Power play, we've been at the office. Still 5, so that should be good. Penalty killing, playing the diamond, still 5. But we're going to need some better performances. That or we got to ship Hellebuck out of town. Well, Butcher is back. Excellent. No, Thatcher Demko's hot. We're going to ride him for a little bit. Game versus Houston. So, Jeff, with our new patch out, is there anything else you want to talk about or show?
Well, we've shown the familiarity rating. That's the big new one. There's a new, you can't see it in this game, there's a new playable league, the Czech second division.
Sorry, update. I said the wrong thing. So we win versus Houston, so that's good. Get a good solid win there.
And there's also the new option now to start with the current NHL rosters instead of the season start ones.
And Aaron Ekblad gets hurt for 2 to 3 weeks on our win. Because of course he does. Gudu Creative says, what's Luongo doing? We lost Luongo in the expansion draft. He's doing okay, but the team around him is just awful. I think is the best way to say it in Houston. Or at least they're not playing up to their potential. And there's the threat of Ron Francis being fired in Carolina. So at least that's not us. We're going to have Hellebuck and net for this game versus St. Louis. And Hellebuck wins and gains a little bit of heat thanks to a 45 save performance. We only get 16 shots on net but bury 4 goals. Can't argue with those results. Steven Stamkos has reached 400 goals in his career. Good for him. So is our international duty over then, it looks like?
Yeah, just a short tournament, I think.
Can we go and look at see how we finish in that tournament?
Yep.
Better do that then. And alright, Kirby Reichel has joined the Carolina Hurricanes. So I want to go to international menu. I want to just sling it to Slovakia here again. And so I want to go back to the Deutschland Cup. Standings. We finished in first place. Or tied for first place at 2-1-1. Only lost to Denmark, which I guess would technically put Denmark ahead of us, though.
Depends on the exact tiebreaker they use.
Yeah.
Looks like it's goal differential.
I guess.
So in which case we win.
All right. 4. Sweet.
No, it's actually a 3-way tie in first.
Oh, that is correct. Well, that would also explain it then.
Yep.
All right. Well, good solid win for us. Of course, all our whole teams have gone back to their correct where they need to be. We're going to put Thatcher Demko back in for this game versus the Rangers. Simmet, and we win again. Only allowing 13 shots on net. We blanked the Rangers 4-0. Apparently we need to be playing with Thatcher Demko a little more. And we have a trade. Several trades. Houston trades with Buffalo. They trade Justin Williams to Buffalo for a third-round pick. And then Michael Furland, who was with San Jose somehow, is now in Houston, and the Sharks get Brendan Mickelson. Interesting move. And we see rumors of a few more coach firings. Keeping the pressure on. How are you feeling about your real life Vancouver Canucks, Jeff?
1-7, I think, in the last 8 games. Kind of headed down to where I expected them to be this year.
In fairness,
Best are still looking good, at least.
They've been dealing with a lot of injuries.
Yeah. That's fine with me. I can tank for one more year, get a good draft pick this year, and then maybe start to, maybe not contend next year, but take a run to playoffs next year, and then we'll see what happens once we get all the prospects over.
All right, so for whatever reason, the team has rallied around Thatcher Demko, and he seems almost invincible in net right now. So here's my question for you then, Jeff. Do you think that the Canucks will re-sign the Sedins, or do the Sedins retire or play overseas?
Wouldn't surprise me if they retired this year, or maybe went to play one last season in Sweden. They really got to make room for the younger guys at some point.
I said I marveled, and I don't remember if it was on our... No, it wasn't. I went and watched, as you might know if you follow us on Twitter, I occasionally post pictures from Winnipeg Jets games as I'm at them. And Thatcher Demko loses. We lose 4-1 to the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah, so much for Invincible.
Yes, well, take it as it is. I went the last Jets game I went to. I was against the Canucks, and so that was the first time I've seen the Sedins play live since 1999, when I saw them play in the World Juniors. And that was a pretty unique World Juniors. I think it was the 99 World Juniors were in Manitoba. It was unique because they knew they weren't going to sell out the old arena for a bunch of the games. And what they did was put a bunch of games in little random kind of small towns. And so... the first game, it was Kazakhstan and... darn, lost again. I put Thatcher Demko and didn't mean to do that. It was Kazakhstan and somebody else, and I can't remember who it was. But then the way how it worked out was Sweden had a terrible run that year and ended up playing in the 7-8 game, and that was in one of the little small towns. And I was at that game, which was interesting. Seeing them play in a 1,000-seat arena. Game versus Tampa Bay here. And Connor Hellebuyck comes through for the win. 4-3 overtime victory. That was also the year that I realized Roberto Luongo was a pretty good goalie, but not a great goalie. Because he cost them. He cost Canada a gold medal that year. That and a player by the name of Rico Fata. If you remember that.
Whatever happened to him? It was Flames. Flames first rounder. Never really fast, but
yeah.
produced in the NHL.
He didn't produce in that tournament either. He had 1 assist, if I remember correctly. So we get a development report for the month of November. Everybody went up except for Mark Mathot, who goes down 1 point. And we can see some of our guys are slowly coming along. Just taking a quick look to see if anybody made a sudden jump. Not really. Jake Bean's playing well with Springfield. He's got 19 points in 30 games. So not bad. Sure be nice if some of these young guys started stepping up, though. But alas, it just doesn't seem to be. Just going to take a look at our personnel. So everybody's good or very good with our coaching prospects, except for our offensive coach, Jack Capuano, who's only above average in coaching prospects. But he's good enough that I don't think he should be hurting us that badly. Unless I'm wrong. We should actually take a look to see how our minor league teams are doing too. That's another big change, actually, in this update as well, right, Jeff?
Yeah, you won't see it in this game because we're past that point already. But in the update, the minor league changes that happened that are going to be happening in the NHL and AHL and ECHL at the start of next season will happen. Because right now in the game, there's no AHL affiliate for St. Louis because they're sharing it with Chicago in real life, although they're not really sending a lot of players there. What will happen in the game now and next year will be that Colorado, the ECHL, moves up to the AHL, and there'll be the Avalanche affiliate, and San Antonio, who was with the Avalanche, will become St. Louis's affiliate. And there's also a new ECHL team going in Maine to replace Colorado.
The Maine Mariners. And so our board confidence update. Vinny Viola thinks this season is a great success so far, and the team's in outstanding shape. However, the team has not been successful in the last few weeks and needs to improve significantly. Our record was 7-7-0. But he is happy, very happy with our work as GM of the Florida Panthers. So,
CSI, welcome to the chat.
Yes. So our goalies down in the minor leagues, we can see Eric Comrie's taking most of the starts from Sam Montrembeau right now, which is okay, I guess. They're both 1.5 star guys, so.
Yeah, I'd like to see one of them get up to 2 stars, so you at least got a alternative to the backup.
Thatcher Demko's only 1.5 stars, but he's playing lights out, so. Oh, right, I forgot we sent Alex Turcotte. Alex Turcotte has 27 points in 22 games. All right, good for him. Doing well down there. Okay, standings. We're going to go to the American Hockey League and look at the Springfield Thunderbirds. Standings, and currently 15, 13, and 2 through 30 games. Sitting at 32 points. So, sounds a lot like us, huh? And quick look.
And I just figured out how we were able to get Austin Matthews. It didn't seem right, so I went and looked at his data, and there was a little mistake in the contract value for one of his years. So that was probably really underrating him, and you shouldn't have been able to trade for him for what you did.
Well, now we
That's
know.
Why you were seeing the zero. Yeah, that's why you got the. That's why it was saying the salary was $0 in the. When you were trying to renew the contract. Well, for some reason, there was a 0 entered farther down in his contract data after when the contract should expire. So it looks like that what that causes is when he's in his 3rd season, it'll give him a $0 salary in some places. So I just fixed that in the data, but
Well, we got him
It'll,
anyways.
yeah.
And as we can see, the expansion Greenboro Generals in the American Hockey League are not off to a great start either. They're 6-21-0. Ooh. With a minus 63
That's
goal
the
differential.
Houston's affiliate.
Minus 63. Ouch. I'm just looking to see who's on that team. Thomas Tatar is on that team. Other than that, I do not recognize many names. In fact, there's not many guys who Houston owns who's on that team even. Taking one step further.
Yeah, looks like Greensboro's had to sign most of their own players.
I did throw a couple guys just to kind of help out Atlantic City, see what they look like on so their roster. For instance, we sent Evan Cormier down, and in 16 games he's 8-7-1, I would have guessed then. We also sent down Jeremy Grolu, a defenseman, one-star. I don't know how you say his name. Are you laughing at my pronouncing of his name?
I didn't see which guy you're talking about.
Jeremy Grolu, whatever, something like that. He's a defenseman. He played in the QMJHL.
Grelu.
I wasn't gonna sign him, but then he was gonna play like senior hockey, and I was just like, no, you're gonna just go down to the AHL, see if you can turn into something. Wow, Houston sent Jake DeBrusk all the way down to the ECHL as well. And we got a couple other guys here who I signed down. Jekim Kondolik, 16 points in 28 games, and Milos Roman, 19 points in 28 games. Not bad. I just wanted to help them out, see what, because we don't have an ECHL affiliate. And so where are they? Missed them. Atlantic City Boardwalk Bullies are 28 games. They're 14-12-2. So not bad. Not bad for an expansion ECHL team. And hey, Checky the Clown 11. That's a terrifying name. Why would you use that? And we get some more scouting reports all over from a number of guys. Nobody really jumping off the list, though. Lots of lower rank guys. But hey, that's okay. We got a game versus New York again. Playing the Islanders. We'll throw Thatcher Demko in there for this one. Sim it out, and we lose again, 5-1. Just can't seem to score enough goals. William Nylander is on the Islanders. How did he get there? Nylander and Ron Hainsey got traded from Toronto for Ilya Sorkin and a 5th-round pick. Sorkin is now in the KHL. That seems like kind of a bad move for Toronto.
Oh, it looks like Nylander had a terrible year last year. 50 points in 42 games.
Still. Check it, Clown 11 says, oh, come on, my name's not that bad. Haha. And there is a bunch of guys on waivers. Michael Furlan just got waived. Just take a look here. So Furlan got waived. He had played in 5 games and didn't have a goal with Houston. He had 4 goals, 7 assists for 11 points in 24 games at San Jose. Jamel Smith, 8-point guy. Kirby Reichel, Connor Bleakley, and Corey Elkins all get waived. And I don't really see any of them worth our time picking up. Although, did we previously have Michael Furland in another stream? I feel like we did.
Yeah, we did at one point. I can't remember which one it was.
Was that a Detroit game back in FHM3?
Might have been, yeah.
And Kirby Reichel goes to Tampa Bay. So we got games versus Pittsburgh and Minnesota. Pittsburgh is 9th. Minnesota is 3rd in the Central. All right. So Pittsburgh, we're going to leave Hellebuck in net. Continue, sim it out, and we win. 5-2 win. All right. Way to go, Hellebuck. Borkstrand, Bukestad, Barkov, Trocheck, Matthews scores. Excellent. And Will Butcher feels better about playing right defense. And Aaron Ekblad inches closer to getting back ready. Who got hurt? Oh no. Mark Borowitzki got hurt. He's day-to-day with a sore groin, which means we need to call a defenseman up. So who's going to come up?
Looks like Pierre-Olivier Joseph might be the... Yeah, he's got the most potential. Or Jake Bean.
I don't see Jake Bean, which makes me think he's...
Who's actually with...
Jake Bean is hurt 3 to 4 months with a torn calf. Ouch.
Oh, bad news for him. He was with us. He was on the main team. He was with Florida all last year. Didn't make the team this year. Now he gets hurt.
Well, you know what? He just needed some more seasoning. Wasn't playing good enough. So yeah, I guess 11 points, 8 points. Yeah, we shouldn't lose him if we call him up anyways, so. Pierre Joseph, you're coming up to the big leagues. And he slots in on the last pair of defensemen, so that's perfect. And got this game versus Minnesota. Throw Thatcher Demko in net. I'll probably get destroyed this game. And he does. He gives up 4 goals. We only score 3. They also get an empty netter. We lose 5-3. Our first goal we score, though, was a shorthander. Tippett gets 2 power play goals to tie it up, and then we give up 1 goal and then an empty net power play goal. So we're still hovering above 500, but just barely. CS High 312 in the chat says, sadly, my team has not won any of those championships, and I've yet to get fired. Well, if you haven't got fired yet, that's not a bad thing. Joseph wants number 2. That's fine. He can have it. Oh, right. If Aaron Ekblad comes back, then we can send Joseph back down, too. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Almost 100%, so he should be very close to getting back in. Might as well hold him out till he is 100% healthy, though. And Aaron Ekblad is back. Awesome. So we're going to put Ekblad back in strategies, create our lineups. Oh, that's interesting. We got a massive change on our offensive lineup system. Tell me what you think about this. The AI has switched, so our first line is now Goudreau, Barkov, Matthews, Huberdeau, Suzuki, Trocheck, Dickinson, Vilardi, Tippett, Borkstrand, Bukestad, Eberle.
Oh, first line should be interesting.
Austin Matthews pushed to the right side. I'm okay with that, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, he's only 11 on right wing, but him learning how to play the wing isn't going to be a bad thing. Let's see how it goes. CS High, adding to his earlier comments, says 10 seasons, 0 championships, but I'm knocking on the door. Be careful not to become the next Bruce Boudreau. Adam Marchation up here gets better on the right wing. Alright, good. Having some flexibility for your guys up front is always good. Alright, game versus Toronto. Leave Hellebuck in net. Let's try out our new first line. Playing a 5-heat goalie in Cam Talbot. This probably is not going to be very good. Submit out and we lose 3-1. Oh, Connor Hellebuck, you just can't get hot, can you?
Yeah, maybe start feeding him a few soft games to warm him up a little bit.
John Carlson gets hurt. So I guess we're bringing Joseph back in. Oh boy. CS High in the chat says, yeah, any stream specials during the holidays? I assume you guys will be busy though. There will probably be some stream specials. There might even be one tomorrow. But not going to guarantee anything. We won't be streaming next Wednesday. That decision has already been made. But we'll try and get one or two in between somewhere around there. It's more just going to have to play out. So make sure you're following us on our Twitter, which is @FranchiseHockey, and on our Facebook, or not our Twitter, and join our Discord to get alerts when we do go live. And our Discord you can find on our Twitter page in the profile. Thatcher Demko comes through for a win for us over Winnipeg. We win 7-5. Awesome. You can follow us on our Facebook page too, which is facebook.com/franchisehockeymanager. But I don't always put on there when I do go live, just because most people won't see it in time. CS High 312 says, I need to get FHM for streaming fixed to get away from my family members. Well, that's always nice to hear, I guess. Glad you're enjoying the streams that you want to come watch. I definitely, I've done a little bit of simming forward in our Seattle franchise, so probably get back to that and do a little bit more of that. I got an idea for something else, but well, no, that's another clear bug. Just popped up there.
What happened?
The same player is on waivers twice.
I'm just waiting for the screen to catch up with it. Who was it?
Still haven't switched screens. It's Taylor Lear. Leier.
Oh, he's showing up on the waiver list twice?
Yeah.
Unless somebody...
He is...
Did somebody pick him up and then send him down immediately?
It says he's both with Carolina.
Yeah, it's...
Picked up from Rangers from Carolina, December 14th.
And he's still showing on the Carolina roster. Okay, we'll have to have a look.
Well, Quiver...
He's actually... he's listed. He's on the list. Okay.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Just check on Carolina for a second and make sure he's not showing up on their physical roster twice.
Well, he wouldn't be on their roster here, would he? If he's been sent down.
I'm not sure he's been sent down by them, though. Just take a quick look at the Carolina roster.
I am. I'm not seeing him, though.
Try their name then.
I'm just going to check their depth chart. Don't see him. Oh, there he is. He's only appearing once on the depth chart.
Okay, that's fine. That's okay. That's not what I was worried about then.
Yeah, I know. I just don't
But
know.
yeah, well, send me a copy of this game too, and we'll take a look at that and try to figure out why. Because if we're going to be stopping right about here,
Yeah.
we should be able to check that.
Do you want me to stop right here then? I mean, we've been on for an hour, so.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah.
All right, so we will stop here. We're always testing and watching to see what's happening, so that's why we do this and why Jeff and I like to connect. But thank you very much for tuning into another Franchise Hockey Manager 4 stream. We typically stream every Wednesday, but not next Wednesday, at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. All of our videos are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments. You can follow us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. On Twitter, we're at Franchise Hockey. And you can come on down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com, and come talk to us about Franchise Hockey Manager, MLB Manager, Out of the Park Baseball, or frankly, anything else you want to talk about. Just click on that community button in the top right-hand corner. Jeff, did I miss anything?
Well, one big thing, it is the week before Christmas, so the Steam winter sale should be coming up very, very soon, and all of our games obviously will be on sale during that, so if you're looking to buy, this would be a good time to do it.
For sure.
It should be happening very, very soon, like possibly maybe tomorrow morning, but I didn't say that.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Soon. Very soon. All right, so thank you very much for tuning in. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Whatever else you may celebrate. Thanks, and we will see you all again